Hello everyone! It's been a while since you heard my voice. I got an interesting notification on my phone this morning. Recommended for me, Cats official trailer. Now, I've never seen the musical, but I've heard of it, and was most certainly intrigued. In fact, I remember when I first saw the trailers for Sing and Rock Dog, I kept asking if they wanted to cash in on Zootopia's success with a musical, why wouldn't they just adapt Cats for the big screen? Needless to say, I clicked on it and I almost jumped out of my skin in terror when I saw the Grinch's white cousin come at me. And now I'm asking why, if they wanted to terrify people, wouldn't they adapt Animal Farm? I'm being a bit unfair because watching it again, it's a lot less shocking the second time you see it. Also, having seen too many ridiculous fursuits in my day, this is something I have been soliciting for a very long time. Skin-tight fur and latex prosthetics trying to look real. Not to mention, I should be happy this movie got made at all. But I have to stand firm. Those things are fucking ugly. Because the designers didn't know how to balance the uncanny valley they're traipsing through. I'm not any better, of course. Most of my pictures are down there as well. But I know what I'm failing at, so I feel confident to criticize it. Drawing an anthropomorph stylized is easy, because it's far enough removed from reality that its strange proportions and odd characteristics aren't subject to our sense of what reality should look like. Because clearly, it isn't real. Realism is tricky because it's beyond rules, it's objective. Even when we can't put it into words, we do know when something doesn't look right. And attempting to make something unreal look real is very difficult. If you can't balance your sense of realism with the sense of imagination, your brain tries to reject it, and that feels very uncomfortable. Basically, if something looks so real you can't find any flaws with it, but in some subtle way doesn't fit with reality, it becomes disturbing. In this case, the flaw is we can tell the cats are human beings, but the level of realism to the fur, the ears, the tails, the relative scale, all come across as real. So we have perfectly normal human beings, except they're covered in fur, and moves like animals. I have seen horror movies with less disturbing creatures. My rule of thumb when working on a picture is to try not to let the characters become too human. I need them to be sufficiently alien to not look like real creatures, and then try rendering them in a realistic way. They should be perfectly blended between human and animal characteristics to come across as something new and exotic. These cats are just human beings dancing in skin-tight lycra, which by itself is plenty disturbing enough. But the effort gone into making them all look real, to make them look dignified, is what kills them off for me. That said, the thing about the uncanny valley is the more you're exposed to it, the less disturbing it seems. I'm sure soon enough we'll all look at this movie and all we'll see is ninnies dancing in tights, and despite my problems with the makeup, I must admit it doesn't look too bad. For one, they flipping nailed the way the cats move. Graceful, fidgety, cautious, they move exactly like cats, whilst integrating it into the dance numbers. I like the epic scale of it, fitting the actors to the size of real cats makes the whole world seem new, and conveys the grandness of the plot. I don't know what Cats is about, but I am looking forward to seeing it, and I hope the suits won't distract too much from the story but amplify it, as all anthropomorphic characters should.